Question 2. How should teachers evaluate student performance during this online learning period? For example, should they use a pass-fail or grading system? So, the Board of Education has announced that they will be doing a pass-fail grading system for the fourth quarter. And unfortunately, I can't disagree more with that decision. Going with the pass-fail grading system is going to discourage students from showing up to these online sessions. I'm sure that the attendance already is a lot lower than it was with in-person classes. Now students just need to show up enough to make sure they get at least a D to pass that class. Additionally, a lot of students were hoping to improve their grades for college with this semester, especially a lot of juniors. So that opportunity is being taken away from them, and despite the fact that they were working very hard in the beginning of the semester. So again, this goes back to the misguided policies that the Board of Education has been setting. I genuinely believe with some of these policies, they probably had good intentions. They probably wanted to make it a little easier and a little bit less stress for the students during this difficult time. But the way to go about that isn't to go pass-fail and encourage students to not show up at all. The way to do that is to make sure that the classes are being held on a regular basis and students can focus on schoolwork and make sure they're keeping up with their studies. And that's going to make their lives easier now and in the future. Overall, the grading system that the Board of Education has implemented is a disaster. They've eliminated midterms and finals. I've had students come to me now in college and say, how do I study for finals exams in college, which is the bulk of my grade? They never had the opportunity to build study skills for finals and midterms in MCPS, so as a result, they're now suffering. Not to mention the grading system that goes, if you get an A in the first quarter, you're basically guaranteed an A for the semester, serves the exact opposite of what it should be doing. Again, working with many MCPS students in my role as the owner of a tutoring center, I can't tell you how many students that I worked with directly that have said, oh, I already got an A this quarter. So I don't really need to try that hard this next quarter because I'm guaranteed basically an A for the semester. I'm just going to mail it in. Is that the kind of message that we want to send our students? In real life, if you work hard before lunch, can you just mail it in after lunch? Not only that, but I think that has led to a lot of grade inflation. So now more students than ever are getting A's. And again, that is a disadvantage to the students that are willing to work the hardest. For all those reasons, I feel like we can do better.